What is going on, guys? We're back with another video today, and I know the experiments haven't done super well on the channel, but I still like doing them because it's kind of fun, and some of them can actually be kind of insightful. This one we're going to be doing is the Rookie Superstar X Factors. We're going to see if they can win the Super Bowl or how long. Last time we did this, they kind of came close. They were looking all right. But this time we have everyone looking at a Superstar X Factor development trade. Of course, Kyler only starts with Star, but here, obviously, X Factor. Same with every single player on the roster. So we have about 2 to 3 seasons to see not only how fast they develop, but if they can actually get the job done. Now, this team doesn't really have the greatest of coverage linebackers. You know, there was a couple of coverage linebackers, but for the most part, it was pass rushing DNs that were the specialty. I'm going to keep, Brian Burns in on the left side of the line, even though, you know, technically he is a pass rusher. It's the best bet, I think. It's, you know, Josh Allen and Bosa both need to start. Going to keep Brian Burns in there, and he'll still start. He'll just play as in quote-unquote unnatural position. We have 3 great corners. I'm actually going to put Murphy Bunting at the number 2 spot because he actually kills it in sim, even though Greedy, obviously, on paper, with the speed and the height, looks like the better bet. Murphy, he just always do it. Sean Bunting kills it. So, there's that. Let's take a look at how long this takes, if it's even possible. Maybe we'll even get it in 1 year. I know it's a low overall, but we have the XP on about 200%. So that should get the ball rolling pretty quickly. The question is, are we even going to win a game in Season 1? Might even go 0-16. It's kind of what it means, pal, if you don't win a game. I guess you could tie it. I guess you could tie it. We do not make it. We did go 7-9, though, which is pretty impressive. It appears... actually, I don't know, because our guys could have had their 80 overalls middle of the season. But this is, what the season looked like. Not bad at all. Honestly, we could have made the playoffs there if we didn't lose those last several games. Here's the season for Kyler. Of course, we have to have Rookies of the Year because we have every single rookie pretty much. I guess there are some, backups we couldn't have. Can't have, that many players on your team. And 250 players were rookies entering the league. So obviously it's impossible for us to have every single one. But you know what I mean? Sean Bunting did not do as well as he normally does. Unfortunately, he always kills it in sim for me. Well, not for me, but he's always kills it in sim. Whereas 68 overall, what is the actual team looking like? So, of course, everyone is going to be a Superstar X Factor. Look at the screen here. I don't even know what the screen, like, the thumbnail is going to be. Probably something like this, right? Like, this looks absolutely ridiculous seeing this all-red screen. Every single player across the entire board. So, what does Kyler Murray has as in his X Factor? Abilities, Freight Train, refuses to go down. Ball carriers with his ability to have faster and higher hurdles. Ball carriers with his ability to have faster juke animations, and he'll unlock more as his career goes on. Let's take a look at Andy Isabella, who has 0 abilities, but he has first one free. Kyler Murray, you would think he would have had a better ability than that. That was kind of a bad ability. Double me is nice. Defensively, well, actually, what about tight end abilities? Like, what kind of abilities can TJ Hawkinson get? He's an 80 overall, double me. I thought, is it different for tight ends? I don't even know. Devin White, actually, it's going to be a little bit of a spoiler, but run-stuffers can single-handedly disrupt an offense. When they enter the zone, this ability increases their win rate on block sheds against one-on-one blockers. That's pretty decent, I guess. I mean, I don't know, I'd probably blitz the hell out of him when he's in, if we had that ability, but obviously we only have Superstar. Devin Bush and all that we'll take a look at later. 68 overall is kind of rough. However, we did have a pretty good season regardless. We went 7-9 with a 60-some overall roster. Lots of potential. We have some upgrades. I don't know what. Oh, Devin White and company got some upgrades in them. Let's get some pass coverage. Get some field general for Kyler Murray. I think this team can maybe make the playoffs in the second season. Of course, we have maybe 3 to 4 years to work with. Damn it, I clicked the wrong button. Oh, here we go. Maybe I didn't click the wrong button. An agility upgrade. Let's see. After a full season, he's not a speed upgrade. 92 acceleration, 83 agility. So not super great upgrades, to be honest. Kyler Murray unlocked another thing. When playing at home, players with this ability can easily enter the zone. Interesting. That zone's not very good, though, so I wouldn't even really care if I was, if I used him. So we did sim the draft. Let's see if any of these guys are starter-worthy. Israel Hill. Seems actually pretty decent. What's his development? What's if they actually landed a Superstar X Factor? That'd be sick. He's not, but, of course, he will be I don't think we have to worry about any of these other guys. This free safety actually could play. Let's take a look. Put him at Superstar X Factor. But everyone else I don't think is going to play. So we won't really worry about those guys. Are probably, cheeks. That's what that guy is, to be honest. Pretty low overall. So 68 overall. Defense is looking a lot better than the offense, but there's still some decent overalls on the team. I'm not really sure why we're such a low overall. Offense is averaging at least a 75. Defense is said 75, but they're probably averaging about an 80 plus. Special teamers aren't great, but is it really going to drop the overall by that much? Kicker and punter? Head to the playoffs again, though. Let's see exactly what the team can do. I mean, there's a lot of potential across the board. Obviously, Superstar X Factor is no joke. And we're headed to the playoffs. We got a new ability for Daniel Jones. Wait, did he play? Why does Daniel Jones have an ability? Or are they just going up just because of, like, training and all that crap? Oh, wait, no. Do you get an ability for being low? Inside Deadeye 70 overall with Superstar X Factor. Of course, we did miss the playoffs, unfortunately, even though we're a higher overall now. We went worse than last year. I don't think any team would have jumped up better than we did, right? I should have taken a look at the awards, by the way. I mean, I'm not going to show you guys who didn't cheat, because obviously if I'm going to cheat, it's going to be to cheat in a good way. We'll sim to the Super Bowl, and then we'll take a look at the roster, see how we're looking. Because honestly, by now, we should have a couple of guys at least close to 90. Texans versus the Falcons. We have the Falcons winning, it appears. Remember that one time I said Cowboys when it was the Colts? I sometimes go really quickly, okay? Like, as long as it's on screen, that's all that matters. No, I didn't mean to start the draft. Actually, let's see if we can land a Superstar X Factor ourselves. Since we're already in here, middle linebacker. I don't think you really need a middle linebacker. I mean, looking at what this team probably needs, it's probably a wide receiver. This cornerback looks pretty good too, though. Actually, no, right tackle for sure. We need a tackle. Normal development. Definitely not an X Factor, but guess what? He will be in a moment. Forcing him to X Factor. Cliff Kingsbury, we will use that XP as well. Probably should have used it beforehand, but let's be honest, it's not going to change too much. They're already Superstar X Factors. How fast do you want them to develop? Highest overall was actually a quarterback. So this is the roster going into the third year, I believe. You could see almost 78 across the line. Tight ends. Where the hell is Hawkinson? I have no idea where Hawkinson is. Quarterbacks, of course, Kyler Murray is the number one. Josh Jacobs really not doing well. He's actually did better in our Raiders rebuild than he is doing here, which is really weird because he has way better development. Devin White, very high overall. Devin White is actually the highest overall on our team by just a little. I have no idea where Hawkinson went. They must have actually traded him. Year 3, I have no idea if we need re-signings or not. I'm going to take a look at that. Some of the later round guys that maybe got extra overall upgrades may need contracts, but we'll see. Actually, I can't even do re-signings because we actually have that turned off. We have that on auto, so I probably should have done something about that because they're probably going to re-sign backups and whatnot. So we did actually get a bye week, 11-5. It's pretty bad considering they were actually 9-1 when I took a look, so there's going to be a lot of losses here. 4 losses of the last 6. But hey, in the playoffs, looking pretty good. It takes 3 years for the Superstar X Factors. Dwayne Haskins apparently starts. They must have traded off Kyler Murray. Maybe I shouldn't have went with trading anyone we wanted, because clearly they're going wild here. In fairness to them, we made it to the playoffs, and they're saving money, I suppose. I mean, the team looks still pretty damn good to me. I mean, Irv Smith, not bad. I mean, this looked like a pretty good team, and we didn't even upgrade yet. So we're going to advance to the... Wow, look at all the abilities. Holy crap. Advancing to the divisional. Tranquil. Maybe the team could last a little bit longer than we thought. So from a 74 to a 79, one of the better teams in the league, and obviously all the X Factor abilities. All the running backs are gone. Actually, I have to put these guys into Superstar X Factor in a moment. Getting rid of all the backups. This team does not like having depth. They are gone. What else do we have? So defensively, oh, they actually drafted a DT with Superstar Development. Okay. I mean, interesting. Nice job, I guess. All right, so Garrett Bradbury, all these guys have development ups. Their abilities are unlocked. It'd be nice to win the Super Bowl here because we're a good team. And apparently not good enough. We're going to go to the Super Bowl, but we will take a look at how the game was lost. Was it a Dwayne Haskins issue? What's going on? And depending on how the roster looks, we may give it one last go. But after that, I would say the majority of the team would be gone. 18-28. What else? So Dwayne did not play well. Matt Ryan played okay, even though he is like the veteran. He should be playing better than that. Irv was the best receiver we had. Defensively, sack totals, we had Israel Hill. What else? Deion Jones. No picks from... no, Jonathan Abram pick for us, and that's pretty much it. We don't even have a rookie kicker anymore, do we? I thought it said Blair Walsh, or was that for their team? Yeah, we have Blair Walsh. Whoops. Advance to the offseason, re-sign period. All right, so let's take a look at the team going into free agency week 1. 80 overall, so it seems like they kept most of the players, or most of the contracts aren't up yet. It seems like the contracts just aren't up, so we're going to advance the week, see who's on the team, and then probably be the final season, as once again, the major rookie deals are going to be up for debate. And, in the other experiment, we could almost afford the team, but there's zero chance we'd afford the team with how good they got here, and not even only just that, but the X Factor itself probably adds value to the contract. Draft recap. Did make the playoffs, so I'd expect a bad pick. From pick 26, we landed a 65 overall. Yeah, that Buccaneers draft is gonna be AIDS. Holy crap, we're gonna draft nobody. Here we are in the playoffs. Well, I don't know if we're in the playoffs. And a lot of abilities. And we still missed, really. We went from 11-5 to 7-9. We're now an 85 overall. If this doesn't prove how broken EA Sim is, I don't know what will. I mean, I know we have some stupid backups that no one cares about, but, we're an 85 overall, one of the best teams in the league. Final season, and the game just chokes it. Let's take a look at Josh Allen, who's one of the best defenders on the team, if not the best defender. Fearmonger, an insane ability. That ability is so good. Secure Tackler, it's okay. Defenders with this ability have faster, so finesse specialists. The specialists are obviously great. What does Devin White get? Let's see what maybe a look in the future what we have. Run stuffer, of course. Defenders with this ability can strip effectively, or tackle effectively while stripping. Defenders with this ability force more catch knockouts and react faster in zone coverage. Zoned out seems like a very good ability. Not a huge fan of strip specialists and run stuffer. I don't know if everyone gets the same abilities. Maybe there's a different chance. Run stopper, defenders with this ability can reach out. That's good. Unfakeable is okay, but I think the zoned out ability is a little bit better. Sean Murphy bunting, this is a long shot, but this is a guy we could get as well. Zone Hawk, defenders lock down the part of the field when they enter the zone. This ability increases the rate of catch knockouts and interceptions. That's insane. Tip drill, that's okay, and we don't know about his 90. What else do we have? Anyone else? I don't think we have any other rookies that could really, well, not rookies, but you know what I mean. Players from this class, I suppose. I guess rookies, it makes sense, because there's that. We don't have anyone else that I can think of. It's pretty much that. Let's take a look and see if the team is in shambles. Obviously, we'll take a look at the final Super Bowl winner here as well. I thought they were going to do it, man. 11-5, looking good with the bye week, and then they missed the playoffs because EA Sim is just broken, as usual. And I know there's going to be, arguments oh, it's Sim. There's a reason it's Sim. It's not consistent. It's yeah, but I don't care. Let's be realistic here. There's no point to not be realistic. A little draft recap for the hell of it. Pick 15, 65 overall. Obviously, it could be a Superstar X Factor for all we know. So looking at the team, there is quite the amount of non-normal players. So I will say that this is probably basically over. I don't think we can do any longer. So we could afford Kyle Fuller, but we couldn't afford only our own players back. I would go on, but honestly, there's no point because it's just not the same experiment because half the team's gone. The main defensive pass rushers are gone, so I don't know. It's already was barely point, and have a point with Kyler Murray gone. I'm surprised they traded Kyler though. Why don't you trade Dwayne? I don't know. But that's the experiment. They came close. I think if you did this experiment 10 times the exact same way we just had it, I think you'd probably win one or two. I really do, because, we were close. We were close. Out of all those seasons, 40 seasons, basically, you would get a couple, definitely. Definitely get a couple. But that was the one it was suggested by, I'm sorry, whoever you were in the comment section. I couldn't find your exact comment. I apologize. You know who you are. If you have another, and if anyone has a video suggestion for experiments or just anything in general, something fun maybe, let me know in the comment section below. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video if you enjoyed it. But anyways, hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!